Welcome everyone for the round 9 for SuperUnited Rapid 2025. Started with knight f3 as usual, and so responded by d5. Gukesh played b3, and we have c5, a3, e3 by Gukesh, a6, and we have c4, d4 by Wesley So, and we have now bishop to a3. So queen came to b6, protecting his pawn, and we have g3 by Gukesh. Knight c6 and bishop g2, bishop g4 by Wesley So, h3, and bishop came back to h5. Castled by Gukesh. Pawn takes pawn on e3. And the position is better for Gukesh now. Pawn takes pawn. e6, knight c3, aiming to go to a4, attacking the pawn on c5, so bishop to e7, and queen came to e2, f5 by Wesley So. Not a correct move because the e6 pawn became weak. So queen came to c2, and we have now knight f6. Knight goes to g5, attacking the pawn on e6, so knight came back to d8, protecting his pawn. Knight came to e2, want to go to f4, attacking the bishop on h5, so h6 by Wesley So, and knight came to f3. We have a queen c6, knight h4, attacking the queen by the bishop on g2. Queen came to c7. Now knight came to f4, attacking the bishop in h5. So we have g5, forking both knight. Knight takes bishop, and pawn takes knight on h4. Bishop came back to b2, pinning the knight on f6, so rook came to f8, and knight came back to f4, rook came to g8, protecting the square g6, so pawn takes pawn, and we have e5, knight came to e2, e4, and knight came to g3, protecting his king. Knight came to c6, knight takes pawn on f5, and we have long castled by Wesley So. Bishop takes knight on f6, and bishop takes bishop, rook a came to d1, and the queen came to e5. Knight takes another pawn in h6, rook sacrificed by taking the bishop on g2, king takes rook, rook came to h8, attacking the knight on h6, so rook came to d5, attacking the queen, queen came to e6, and the knight came back to g4, protecting everything. Bishop takes pawn on h4, and the position is completely winning for Gukesh. He played nice move, f3, rook, pawn takes pawn, and rook takes pawn. King came to b8, and the queen came to f5. Queen came to e7, queen f7, want to trade the queen. Queen came back to e4, and the queen came to f4, and he resigned. Very nice game by Gukesh. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget like, subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.